Hello everybody, my name is Neil Bakiev, I'm your IELTS instructor, and welcome to the video course called Mastering IELTS Letter Writing Model Answers. And today we'll be analyzing a formal letter, and we will learn how to file a complaint. Okay, and we will be focusing on task response. So make sure to fully address all parts of the task given in order to get a high score in the writing section. Now let's read and analyze this task. You feel that the streets around your neighborhood are too dirty and have too much rubbish. Write a letter to the local council. In your letter, you should say who you are, explain the problem and its effects on your life, give suggestions on how to solve the problem. Okay, so now let's look at the first paragraph. Dear Sir, Ma'am, my name is John Smith, living at 32 Nelson Street in Invercargill. Okay, as we are writing a formal letter, we need to start using this phrase, Dear Sir, Ma'am, because we're not sure who will be reading and analyzing our letter. And make sure to put a comma here. And then say who you are. So in this case, you should say your name, right? You should say my name is, and then where you live. Next, I'm contacting you with regards to the state of the streets in my neighborhood. So here you have to explain the purpose of your letter so that the reader will understand what kind of letter it is. Next, explain the problem. So over the past several weeks, the area seems to have accumulated a great deal of waste, such as empty bottles, tin cans, and ice cream wrappings. These can be seen lying on the grass, verges, and footpaths. Okay, so here we need to explain what the problem is. And here I'm trying to use complex grammar, seems to have accumulated, and instead of writing much waste, I've written a great deal of waste. Okay, and also here I'm using complex vocabulary, so try to do this, okay, when explaining the problem. Next, and its effects on your life. As a consequence, this neighborhood doesn't seem to be as appealing and healthy as it was previously. So when you use the phrase as a consequence or consequently, when you want to show the negative result of something. Okay, so use this linking device. So next, this may discourage potential investors from investing heavily in this business district, which in turn can affect the local economy and its reputation. So here again, you explain the consequence of this potential problem. Okay, and this problem needs to be solved. So you're talking about different negative scenarios that this problem might lead to. Next, give suggestions on how to solve the problem. Pay close attention to this word suggestions, right? Plural, meaning that there should be at least 2 suggestions. So now let's look at my suggestions. One of the possible solutions might be organizing local volunteers to collect garbage at the weekends, and this will improve the situation. So pay attention to this phrase. One of the possible solutions might be. Okay, so when you want to put forward a great idea, that's exactly what you can do. And here I've written this part, and this will improve the situation. So it's obvious that you're talking about a possible solution. Next, alternatively, it could become a community service project. So use the phrase alternatively, which basically means secondly. Okay, so you have already made the first suggestion. Now you're talking about a second solution, and therefore you're using the phrase alternatively. and make sure to put a comma after the word alternatively. Next, last but not least, international students might appreciate being involved in helping the local community, which could provide such students with the opportunity to become familiar with the local cultural values and language. So here I've got one more suggestion, and I'm using the phrase last but not least, which means finally, lastly. Okay, so you use these phrases to indicate that this is the last solution on the list. And then here I've written, yours respectfully, John Smith. And that's all. Now, dear IELTS candidates, I would like you to learn how to link ideas and use referencing, and this will help you to improve your coherence and cohesion mark. All right, so look at this and this letter and try to understand what keywords I've used in order to maximize my band, and in this case your band. Next, also try to learn how to expand your vocabulary. So try to use advanced vocabulary, and this will affect lexical resource. So pay close attention to the words and phrases that I've used here, and I've already given the definition of the most complex words. And also try to understand what kind of grammar I've used in this letter. Okay, so pay close attention to different prepositions and the grammar points that I have used here. I hope you have found this lesson useful, and I hope that you will be able to use similar strategies when writing your letter. Good luck with your IELTS preparation.